My name is Munnik. I'm a journalist and a documentary filmmaker, and I am the director of the documentary series Habits of Gen Z. Well, it didn't come from me at all. It came from the fantastic team at Idea Candy, and I have still to this day not entirely sure how they found out about me, and they approached me and said, "Is this something I might be interested in directing?" And initially, I wasn't entirely sure if it was something I was interested in directing just off the bat, and then I thought about it and I thought this would be what an amazing opportunity to be involved in a documentary series that is reflecting our ever-changing world and our ever-changing society in such a meaningful way. And a lot of my work focuses on the youth, focuses on the future, and how the youth in particular across the continent are grappling and changing and advocating for a better future. And a lot of my work is very much focused on social change, and it's focused on diversity, and so it was actually a really great fit, which I perhaps didn't initially quite realize, but it was a wonderful fit. And so the idea very much came from them, so I have to give the credit to them completely, but it's been a wonderful project to work on. So our approach from the beginning was to there's this kind of idea with Gen Z that they're kind of like a law unto their own, and that they're this very intimidating generation. And there's quite a significant generation gap, which I think we all know, between Gen Z and the older generations. You even see it between millennials and Gen Z, which are pretty close together. And so we decided very early on that we wanted to take more of an intergenerational approach. And so we wanted to tackle really important social issues through the lens of different generations with a strong focus on Gen Z. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to look at social issues and show that perhaps we are not as different as we think we are. And where we are different, and considerably different, perhaps there are things about Gen Z that we can and should learn about that can perhaps make us better and stronger as a society, as a collective, across all of the generations. And so what we started looking for were prominent voices that represented different generations that could authentically, I think authenticity is a key part of this series, that could authentically and meaningfully engage with issues around raised by the internet, identity, sex exploration, substances, or some people are calling that medicine now, and the end of the world as we know it. And so the research is a tricky one. There wasn't a particular strategy as such. I think it was a team of us who came together, and Vim and Al and the producers and Simone, the project manager, were all very involved in this process. And it was kind of a combination of reaching out to networks, reaching out to established South African personalities with whom an Mnet audience will identify, and then scouring TikTok for the biggest influencers we could find there who might have something, and then waiting days, sometimes weeks, for them to reply to your email or to your Instagram message. So, but the idea was to approach from the perspective of we wanted strong, authentic, intergenerational, diverse voices that could comment on these topics. My hope is that the biggest takeaway for audiences and for viewers will be connection, will be education, but not like in a boring way, like in a really exciting way. And I think hope, because I think that there is this idea when you look at Gen Z that they're kind of on their own mission and they're doing their own thing, and we don't relate, when in fact we do. And so connection, hope, and education. I hope that in a way this documentary will make us feel like we are closer together than perhaps we felt when we started watching this. And also to give, I think, older generations a sense of that what Gen Z is grappling with and what they are the pioneers of and what they are dealing with is unprecedented. And they've got a lot on their plate, and as a society we can better support each other.